What's up, guys? MagicRacingNews.com here to watch the Jim Dandy Stakes at Saratoga on Saturday, July 29th, race 10. Only a field of 5 3-year-olds going a mile and an eighth in the slop. This is the local prep for the Travers Stakes. All eyes on Forte. He's your 3 to 5 favorite right now as they have 1 minute to post. Interesting betting going on. You have Saudi Crown, who a lot of people, myself included, expect to kind of be lone speed in this race. He's 3 to 1 on the board, but actually, if you were to play an exacta, the shortest price exacta right now is Forte into Angel of Empire, who is fourth choice on the betting at 5 to 1. Disarm is third choice at 9 to 2. Oh, just clicked up to 5 to 1 there. If you're going to be watching this race along with me, I've got the official link for it down below in the comment section. Also, a little card should be appearing, yeah, I think on this side here. You can click that, watch along with the race replay with me. Forte to me is the horse you got to bet in this spot. Ira Ortiz Jr. has been on this horse every start. He's done nothing wrong, really. I mean, the Belmont Stakes was his first race since April or to the end of March, since the Florida Derby. And for him to go a mile and a half off of that long of a break, he was going into the Kentucky Derby as the favorite. And interesting the Angel of Empire shows up here because that was the actual off-odds favorite for the Kentucky Derby. But like I said, I would play Forte here. I would probably play a 2-4 exacta straight that's paying 6 to 1. That's actually pretty good considering it's a 5-horse field and you have a 3 to 5 favorite on top in that position there. But the reason I like that, I think Saudi Crown's going to go to the lead. I think Forte will probably sit second, maybe second or third, along with possibly Disarm along the backstretch and into the turn. I think Forte is going to separate from the field, run down Saudi Crown, pass him, kind of like what we saw Elite Power do with Gunite. I think he'll do it probably around the 16th pole, so a little sooner than Elite Power did with Gunite. But Forte, man, I don't know how you don't love this horse in this spot. He's now clicking up to 4 to 5 and back down to 3 to 5. For a brief second there, we got 4 to 5 on him, so not going to happen. Looks like 3 to 5 will beat his off odds here. 3 to 1 now on Saudi Crown. Looking at the exacta now, 6 to 1 paying for both Forte into Saudi Crown and Forte into Angel of Empire. If you want to play the trifecta, honestly, Forte straight in first, keyed in first, Saudi Crown keyed in second, put all 3 horses underneath in third. Disarm is probably the one I would go with there, but that's also going to be the top 3 chalk in order. Angel of Empire is a very talented horse, but he's kind of pace dependent. He needs the pace to come back to him like you saw in the Kentucky Derby, like you saw in the Arkansas Derby. So we'll see what happens with him. But they're going into the gate here. I will let you know when to hit play. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Angel of Empire going into the gate. The assistant starter hopping up. The rain is pouring, but the crowd is excited for this race. They're off right now, and Hit Show a step slow out of the gate. There goes Saudi Crown right to the lead. Forte is going to be right there behind him. Interesting to see Angel of Empire forwardly placed. He'll be third, 2 wide outside of Disarm and Hit Show in last there. Angel of Empire now keep it. He's actually going to fight Forte for second here, and it looks like Flavien Prat kind of wants to put Angel of Empire more forwardly placed. An interesting move. I thought when he tried that tactic in the Belmont Stakes that it kind of backfired on him because when the horse was closer to the pace early, when Flavien pressed go, he wasn't able to capitalize on it, and you saw Forte and Tapit Trice go right on by him. Opening quarter 23.93 for Saudi Crown. He's got about a length and a half, almost 2 lengths on Angel of Empire. Outside of Forte, Hit Show now in fourth in the clear out wide, and then Disarm is last there. But only about, I would say, 3 to 4 lengths separating them. So tightly bunched here. 48.1. Saudi Crown doing everything his own way right now. Pratt's going to probably give the cue as they hit the half-mile pole. Probably going to see him get the cue here to go. Ira Ortiz Jr. looking very comfortable on Forte. He's waiting, actually. Looks like Angel of Empire's plan was to try and pin Forte down behind, along the rail and behind Saudi Crown if he slows down. Hit Show under a drive. Disarm starting to get moving under Rosario, but hasn't been asked. They're at the quarter pole. Irad looks like he's just trying to find space for Forte. Oh, he makes his own space. Boom! He just bowls his way right through. He moves Angel of Empire aside. Forte is running. He's pointing at the crowd at some points there. Saudi Crown still has the lead at the 8th pole. Can Forte get him? Here comes Forte. My goodness. Come on, Forte. Get up there. Got him. Got him. Forte got him. It's a photo finish. I'm going to call it right now. It's 2-4-5. Angel of Empire very close in third. I'll give him massive props for being able to stay on there. I really think, watching it live, that was Forte, but you can stay right here with me and we'll figure out what the official photo is on that. I didn't see who came in third. Or I'm sorry, I didn't see who came in fourth there. Disarm and Hit Show were kind of struggling for it. Oh, I think if you're a Saudi Crown fan, I think that's a dirty bob. If you're a Forte fan, you just won that one. Disarm got fourth. Hit Show, 10-1, the longest shot on the board was... he wasn't really involved. He was there in the stretch, and then he wasn't. Also be interesting to see what happens here with Flavien Prat and Angel of Empire. Like, if he calls foul on Irad Ortiz Jr., because Forte definitely did bump into Angel of Empire. At least, there was contact made a few different times, and I would argue, just again from watching live, that Forte was responsible for that. This has got to be Forte. That's by a nostril. That is so close. Man, Saudi Crown ran unbelievably well, especially because a lot of people were discounting him after the Fort Bragg, or he lost the Dwyer Stakes last out going a mile, which was the farthest distance he'd gone up to this point. Discounting it because he did get caught after having himself a lone speed set up there, and Fort Bragg ran him down. But Forte is going to be unofficially the winner here. So now here's the interesting part: does Angel of Empire's jockey Flavien Prat claim foul for what happened there? We'll see. My goodness, Forte, hats off to him. It's very rare these days that you see a 2-year-old champion like Forte come back at age 3 and let alone go to the Kentucky Derby as the favorite and looked as good as he did going into that. A horse that he'd beaten both previous races at Gulfstream Park. Mage ends up winning it, and they have similar styles where they come from off the pace, and so you see Mage win the Kentucky Derby, and you think, man, what could have been with Forte in that spot? He runs extremely well off of the long layoff, going 1.5 miles in the Belmont. Isn't able to catch Arcangelo. There is going to be a steward's inquiry in here now, I hear Frank Miramati say. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. A lot of people will hear that and go, yeah, but it's Irad in New York at Saratoga in a big race. They're not going to do anything to him. We'll see. There is an inquiry, which is at least the right move. A little surprised that Flavien Prat, I haven't seen an objection yet, because there was a lot of bumping going on. Reminded me of the last lap in the Daytona 500. You got two cars just kind of grinding it out to get past each other there. But again, get back to what I was saying with Forte. It's impressive that you even have a 2-year-old champion come back and run as well as he did leading up to the Kentucky Derby and then in the Belmont. And now we're in late July. He was your division leader over at RacingNews.com. I agree with Aaron Holchman that this was the top 3-year-old coming into this race, but very interesting. All right, lots of horse. Okay, so we're seeing the head-on view. Got all 4 cameras. I love when they do this. You're watching the same angles that the stewards get. It looks like all 3 3 horses there at the wire were moving out, and Angel of Empire kind of got the worst of it. But was Forte moving out on his own, or was Saudi Crown kind of forcing him out as well? Let's watch the head-on here. So Saudi Crown off the turn. He's running straight. He's starting to lean out a little bit. Forte's he's already made contact with Angel of Empire. They continued to move out as Saudi Crown drifted. And Saudi Crown drifted probably, I would say, it's hard to see in the dirt, I would say he drifted out 3 lanes to do at one point in the stretch, and then they all came back down as they were nearing the wire, which is that Stewards 4 camera. If you can catch this angle, it's very interesting. They all move out, and then they all move back in together. Let's watch it one more time. Forte, boom, right there off the turn. He bowled his way out. He pushed Angel of Empire out. It's hard to say, all right, what would happen here. If I'm a steward, objectively, I put Forte down to 3rd, because I think that he, with as tight as it was at the wire with Angel of Empire, I think you very much can make a case that he cost Angel of Empire a placing. Now, what that does is it puts Saudi Crown in first, doesn't put Angel of Empire first, and Saudi Crown was the least affected by all of that. Probably had no idea what was happening behind him, but that is very tough. And it's a grade 2 race. It's a high-profile trainer in Todd Pletcher. It's the number 1 jockey in the country in Irad Ortiz Jr. It's an owner in Mike Rapoli who's recently claimed that he's considering quitting the sport because of what happened with Forte scratching late for the Kentucky Derby. Now, I think that was mostly bluster. I don't really believe it, because few people put as much money into the sport single-handedly as Mike Rapoli does. And it would be really bad if he left. I don't think he's going to. He loves the sport too much. But, boy, if this happens, first Forte gets scratched out of the Kentucky Derby that morning, and then You take him down to the Jim Dandy, Mike Rapoli is going to have quite a few things to say about that. So we're going to wait this out. I'll come back once the decision has been made. Stewards calls, no change, whatever happens there. This will be interesting. I'll be right back. We're back. Stewards just said no change, and Mike Rapoli, I think, jumped about 5 feet in the air when that happened there. Oh boy, there's going to be some debate about this one. I've given my opinion on it. Now that we've seen officially what happens, the order of finish will be 2, 4, 5, 1, 3. Tell me down below in the comments section what you think about this. There is a lot to discuss about this. Honestly, any opinion is going to be valid here. If you think that Forte should have stayed up, if you think he should have been taken down. Hell of a horse race. Looking forward now. I'll move on from that. Just tell me down below in the comments what your opinion is, and we'll go back and forth there all day long in the comments section. But moving forward, this is the local prep for the Travers Stakes. You saw what Go Rocket Ride did in the Haskell, where he looked unbelievable. You've now seen what Forte did, but also Saudi Crown, Angel of Empire, and even Disarm. Disarm was last off the turn, and he managed to come up, and he was fourth, but he was very close behind those top 3 horses. And you could argue with a better, more favorable pace setup, he definitely is going to hit the board, I think. It makes him, sets him up well for the Travers. Angel of Empire set up well for the Travers. Saudi Crown, I think you've got to send him off of this, right? For him to be a dirty nose bob beat away from winning the Jim Dandy over the juvenile champion, in Forte. You've got to send him. Archangelo is going to be there, the horse that beat Forte and Angel of Empire and Tabatrice and others in the Belmont Stakes. He's going to be there. I would say of the 5 horses here, 4 of them should definitely go to the Travers Hit Show. Don't send him. He was a cut below. We saw that, speed figures all said he was just a cut below these horses coming in. If you send him to the Travers, I think 5th is about the best you're looking at, maybe 4th if you get lucky with something there. I would not send Hit Show there. Save him for something like, you've got I'll just name races. You got the Pennsylvania Derby is a good one. The Shared Belief Stakes is ungraded, but you could send him out to Del Mar, although that's where Go Rocket Ride is pointing for his next start, so maybe you don't send him to that one. By the way, Go Rocket Ride not going to the Travers. I think I misspoke earlier. He is not going to the Travers. They've said that. But Forte, the juvenile champion, I think now just reaffirmed his status as the top 3-year-old as well. Unbelievable effort, unbelievable horse. I don't know how you can't love this horse. You can argue all day long about the decision or no decision there, but you definitely have to respect him. So hats off to Forte. That was a hell of a horse race from him to be able to run down Saudi Crown. Tell me your thoughts once more down below in the comment section. Make sure before you leave, hit like on the video, subscribe to youtube.com/racenews, and make sure you come back for our analysis of the other races happening at Del Mar, the Bing Crosby Stakes and the San Diego Handicap. Those will be key races as well. Looking for the Breeders' Cup and the rest of the summer. Love to see you over there. Love to see you at racenews.com. We have free picks for every race, every track across the country. Until next time, good luck. RacingNews.com is your home for the best free picks for every race, every track. Summer's here, our picks are heating up. We want you to join us in the fun. Subscribe to the Racing Dudes YouTube channel right now. Click the notification bell. You don't want to miss a single one of our awesome videos. Want to make money betting horses? Bet with the Racing Dudes.